And Doncic, here we go. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. They get the rebound. Butler. Hachimura with the defensive effort.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Butler. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
To the paint. Here's Hachimura. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 6.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Reeves. Doncic outside. Pass to Hachimura. To the middle. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. The 3 is up. They get it back. And here's Curry for 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. He's got 9.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Doncic passes to Hayes. It's James on the wing. A shot to stop the run. And finished off by Hayes.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And here's Doncic outside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Moody from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Lakers trail by 11. Knocked away. It's stolen by Curry. Fires from deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from three-point land so far. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Rebound by the Lakers.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. .114 left in the first quarter here. Here's Goodwin, guarded by Hield. Downtown, hauled in by Curry.
Defense dodged the ball.
Offensive rebound. from deep three-point range. No good. He's shooting only 3 for 10 so far. Here's Goodwin. Nice touch off the window. The Warriors lead by 11. From deep. Curry with another miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And the Lakers shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. Here's Goodwin. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. The Warriors shooting right around 42% in the first. And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Warriors ball. Warriors substitution. Trace Jackson Davis.
8 seconds left now in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Lakers ball.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors.
Warriors ball.
So it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Moody in at the 3. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's putter. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
James outside to the inside. And it's Hayes. That's how you want the assist from James. Hayes has got 6.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Curry.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
On the wing, Reeves. 5 to shoot. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. And here's Butler outside. Doncic pulls down the board. Lakers trail by 10. And it's Hachimura on the drive. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's Butler outside. Oh, Jimmy Butler cashing in from distance.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Ryan, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Ryan?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. But Jimski's shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on.
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you. This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
And here's Kuminga for three. Doncic pulls down the board.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
James can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 11. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. Butler with the bucket. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Pass to Moody to the right side. And here's Kuminga for three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way.
Don't fly commercial, I need shark, need a Zendaya like Peter Parker. Yeah. This not, but I make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring, diamonds dancing like breezy. This not, but we make it look easy. Told him let's run it, I keep it 100. This champion ring, diamonds dancing like breezy. I dropped the top on the 6th Street, fly in my eyes, see the MVP, passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dama, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy, yeah, too clean, yeah, my zone, yeah, 2-3, yeah, got shooters that hit from deep, bust like Giannis, yeah, too mean. You know I'm playing so I can eat, carrying on it, long, to see this, that shit is hard, ain't it, what I feel, I'm on the block, I ain't changed, yeah, you know I'ma keep, I be, all these, they be, cut the lights off, we gon' pull up, creep, we got 4 deep in the photo sheet, my bad, it's hilly.
It's crazy. It's crazy. When I was doing mocap, they would just tell me freestyle, do a lot of different moves that come off the top of my head. So I would just kind of be out there just kind of doing different moves. Then they would say, all right, we'll do some moves that you do in the game. And these are the moves I've been doing for 20 years. Being able to see those moves in the game that I've made a career and a living off of was just really cool.
As a point guard, what advice can you give to both basketball players and 2K players?
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Walker Kessler is out there with Filipowski. And it's Collier in at the 1. And for the Lakers, we've got Stephen Curry. James is out there with Duncan. And it's Durant. And it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Collier, guarded by Curry. Kessler passes to Collier. 5 to shoot. And here is Markkanen. Pulls it up. No good on his first attempt of the game. Bryant dishes to Durant. Fires the three, and that's good. Kobe Bryant for the triple.
He's got that kind of range from outside. You have to chase Bryant off the line.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Collier. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Will it go? Shot's good by Filipowski.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Collier, guarded by Kerr. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Sexton with the bounce pass. And Kessler throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Bryant from way outside. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Greg Collin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Here's Collier, guarded by Kerr. Bryant against Sexton. Duncan with the block.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Leading by 5. And here's Kobe for 3. Traps in the tray. Bryant's got 13. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Jazz trail by 6. Markkanen with it. He's picked up by KD. All going up court. And then Durant with the dunk.
Not many bigs to slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Kessler. Tipped away. Stolen by Duncan. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. And then jammed down. He goes right over Collin Sexton.
Well, Kobe wanted to dish out some pain with that one. He put some hurt on the rack there.
Jazz have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And here's KD for 3. Good on the triple. Durant's got his second bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Lakers leading by 11. Outside, Kobe. And a dunk by Kobe.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Durant for 3. They get it again. The 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got 8 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Michael Jordan is checked in for LeBron. Austin Reeves comes in for Bryant. And Curry subbed in for Curry. George passes to Potter. George trying to break free. Potter misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Martin finds George. 6 to shoot. Here's Potter. Duncan with the block. The pass to Jordan. The shot from the low post is good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Sensabaugh. Outside Curry. Jordan the pass to Duncan. Fires from deep. Outside for Jordan. Curry outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Kobe Bryant getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt.